Good morning, students. In this video I'll discuss about group 14 elements, that is carbon group. And the group 14 elements are carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. These are group 14 elements. Okay, and here general properties and their occurrence are given. Okay, read this thing. You have to read thoroughly because these are not very important. Okay. Carbon is the seventh most abundant element by mass in the earth crust, and it is widely distributed in nature in free state as well as in combined state. In elemental state it is available as coal, graphite, diamond, like this. Okay, and there's a general occurrence of this group 14 elements. Read this thoroughly. Okay, these are not important, again I am saying. And you have to read the general electronic configuration. General electronic configuration of group 14 element is the outermost general electronic configuration of group 14 element is NH2 NP6. All group 14 elements has this general outermost electronic configuration, NH2 NP6. 2 electron in outermost s orbital, ns orbital, and 2 electron in outermost p orbital. Okay, so the valence shell electronic configuration of group 14 elements is NH2 NP2. The inner core of the electronic configuration of element in this group also differ, and here the electronic configuration of different group 14 elements are given: carbon, helium 2s2 2p2, silicon, neon 3s2 3p2, and germanium, argon 3d. Electronic configuration of germanium is argon 3d10 4s2 4p2, and 14 electronic configuration is krypton 4d10 5s2 5p2, and indium lead, tin and lead, electronic configuration of lead is xenon 4f14 5d10 6s2 6p2. Okay, so you can see in case of lead there are 14 inner 4f electrons are present. Low screening or pore shielding 14 pore shielding f electrons are present, and in case of germanium 10 d electrons are present. Inner pore screening 10 d electrons are present in 3d orbital in germanium, but there are no d electrons are present in carbon and silicon. Okay, so covalent radii, there is a considerable increase in covalent radius from carbon to silicon, and thereafter from silicon to lead. Thereafter from silicon to lead a small increase in radii is observed, and this is due to the presence of completely filled d and f orbitals in heavier members, and due to presence of this pore screening d and f electron in the heavier members, their size increases, very small increase in radius of this element. Okay, there is very small increase in radius from silicon to lead due to presence of pore screening filled d and f orbital. Now ionization enthalpy. First ionization enthalpy of group 14 elements is higher than corresponding member of group 13 elements. The first ionization enthalpy of group 14 members is higher than the corresponding member of group 13 element. And the influence of inner core electron is visible here also, like group 13 elements. Inert pair effect, remember the inert pair effect. Okay, in general the ionization enthalpy decreases down the group. In general ionization enthalpy decreases down the group. Small decrease in ionization enthalpy from silicon to germanium to tin, and slight increase in ionization enthalpy in case of tin to lead, and this is the consequence of poor shielding effect of intervening d and f orbital and increase in size of the atom. This is the deviation in general trend. Okay, and you have to focus on these deviations. Okay, so ionization enthalpy, you have, you have to notice the deviation. Now electronic configuration, due to small size, the element of this group are slightly more electron negative than group 13 element, and the electronegativity values for the element, the electronegativity values for the elements from silicon to lead are almost same. Now physical property. Group 14 elements, the member of all group 14 members are solid. Carbons and silicon are non-metal. Germanium are metal. Germanium is metalloid. Carbon and silicon are non-metal. Germanium is metalloid. Whereas lead, tin are soft metal with low melting point. Now chemical properties. They are common oxidation state. As there are 4 electrons in the outermost shell of each group 14 elements, so they can show +2 and +4 oxygen state. Like group 13 element can show +3 and +1, while group 14 element can exhibit two types of oxygen state, +4 and +2. For carbon and silicon, +4 oxygen state is more stable, and for for carbon and silicon, +4 oxygen state is more stable, and for tin and lead, for especially for lead, +2 oxygen state is more stable, and this is also the due to inert pair effect. Okay, I have already discussed what is inert pair effect in the previous video. Okay, so the group 14 elements have 4 electrons in the outermost shell, and the common oxygen state exhibited by these elements are +4 and +2. Carbon also exhibit negative oxygen state. Since the sum of first 4 ionization enthalpy is very high, compounds in +4 oxygen state are generally covalent in nature. That's why carbon mainly forms covalent compound like methane, ethane. These are all covalent compounds. And the heavier members in heavier members, the tendency to +2 oxidation state increases in the sequence germanium, tin and lead. I have told, in case of lead, the +2 oxidation state is more stable than +4 oxidation state. And what is the cause of this deviation? This is due to the inability of the outermost NH2 electron of valence shell to participate in bonding. Okay, it is due to the inability, note this point, it is due to the inability of the outermost NH2 electron of the valence shell to participate in bonding. That means this outermost NH2 electron becomes inert due to presence of poor screening inert d and f electrons in case of lead. Okay, so the relative stability of these two or oxidation state vary down the group. Carbon and silicon mostly I've told carbon and silicon mostly show +4 oxidation state, and germanium forms stable oxidation state in +4 state, and only few compounds in +2 oxidation state, and tin forms compound in both oxidation state, that is +2 and +4. And lead compounds in +2 oxidation state are more stable, and +4 oxidation state of lead are strong oxidizing agent. Okay, now chemical reactivity towards oxygen. Group 14 elements react with oxygen to form oxide like CO2, SiO2, GeO2, germanium oxide. Okay, and the dioxide, carbon dioxide, SiO2 and germanium oxide are acidic in nature, whereas tin oxide, lead oxide are amphoteric oxide. Okay. And among carbon monoxide, CO is neutral, germanium oxide distinctly acidic, whereas tin oxide and lead oxide, PbO and SNO are amphoteric. Reactivity towards water, carbon, silicon, germanium are not affected by water, and tin decomposes steam to form tin dioxide SNO2 and hydrogen gas. And reaction to towards halogen, all group 14 elements react with halogen to form MX2 like CCl4 or SiCl4 like this tetrahalide. All these group 14 elements form tetrahalide. Okay. And but you have to remember lead form lead PbI, because PbI4 not exist. Here exception, here also one exception, except carbon, all the other members react directly with halogen under suitable condition to make halide, and most of the MX4 are covalent in nature. The central metal atom in this halide undergo sp3 hybridization and the molecule is tetrahedral in shape. Exception are SNF4 and PbF4, which are ionic in nature, and PbI4, you have to remember PbI4 does not exist. This is the exception. PbI4 does not exist. This is because PbI bond initially formed during the reaction does not release enough energy to unpair 6s2 electron and excite one of them to higher orbital to have 4 unpaired electron around lead atom. Okay. So heavier members, germanium to lead, are able to make halide of formula NH2, not NH4. Heavier member generally form halide like NH2, like PbCl2 or PbI2 or germanium as GH2. Stability of dihalide increases the Downey case. This is the exceptional case or the deviation. Considering thermal and chemical stability of GeX4 is more stable than GeX2, whereas PbX2 is more stable than PbX4. Except CCl4, other tetrafluorides are easily hydrolyzed by water because the central atom can accommodate the lone pair of electrons from oxygen atom of water molecule in d orbital. So this halide, except carbon tetrafluoride, all the other halides of group 14 element can easily hydrolyze because these elements have d orbital, vacant d orbital. Now some compounds of group 14 elements, silicon and silicate. First silicones. This is not silicon. This is silicone, compound of silicon. They are group of organosilicon polymers, and which have R2SiO as the repeating unit. This is actually silicones are polymer, organosilicon polymer, which have R2SiO as repeating unit, and the starting material for the manufacture of silicon are alkyl or aryl substituted silicon chloride. The starting material is RnSiCl4 minus N. That is alkyl or aryl substituted silicon chloride, where R is alkyl group or aryl group. Okay. So when methyl chloride reacts with silicon in presence of copper as catalyst at temperature 573 Kelvin, various types of methyl substituted chlorotoluene of formula MeSiCl3, Me2SiCl2, Me3SiCl with small amount of Me4Si are formed. And on hydrolysis, this methylsilanes, on hydrolysis of dimethyl dichlorosilanes, that is CH3 whole twice SiCl2, CH3 whole twice SiCl2, followed by condensation polymerization in straight chain polymer, and these straight chain polymer are called silicones. And when this dimethyl dichlorosilane CH3 whole twice SiCl2 hydrolyzed, that is react with water, and after condensation it forms this one CH3 whole twice SiOH whole twice, and when this CH3 whole twice SiOH whole twice compound, this compound polymerize, it will give silicone. Okay, and the general formula is this. The general formula of silicone is R2SiO. This repeating unit is present in silicone, and use of silicone in a remember. Silicone being surrounded by non-polar alkyl group which are water repelling in nature, they have general high thermal strength, high dielectric strength, and resistance to oxidation and chemical. They have wide application. They are used as sealant, greases, electrical instrument, and for waterproofing of fibers. These are some importance of use of silicones. So what are silicones? Simple silicones consist of R2SI R2SiO, this polymeric unit, polymeric chain, in which alkyl or phenyl groups occupy the remaining bonding position on each silicon. They are hydrophobic, water repellent inlet. And next compound is silicon carbide, SiC. Silicon carbide, silicon carbide preparation from silica SiO2. Preparation: silicon carbide is prepared industrially by the Acheson method, in which pure silica and finely ground coke are mixed together and heated to very high temperature in an electric furnace, and the reaction is SiO2 plus 3C implies SiC, silicon carbide, plus carbon monoxide. So silicon carbide SiC, and you have to read use of silicon carbide, preparation of silicon carbide, and use of silicon carbide. It is used as a very hard substance. Silicon carbide widely used as an abrasive. It is used to make various materials such as sandpaper, grinding wheel, and cutting tools, hard ceramics, automobiles part. Okay, these are some important use of silicon carbide, and this is a very hard substance. And preparation of silicon carbide from silica you have to read, and what are silicones and use of silicones you have to read. These two chemical compounds from group 14 elements given in your syllabus you have to read, and general property, general chemical property and physical property of group 14 element I have told. And from from P block elements from group 13 and 14, the most important effect is inert wear effect. Okay, inert wear effect, and the cause of inert wear effect is due to presence of inert, low screening or poor screening D and F orbital in the heavier member of this group. Okay, thank you student. This chapter is completed, P block element.